Girl, so tell me why. I was just getting ready to do a live, and I'm sorry I'm late, but I couldn't get the live to work. But why Miss Wanda she was just live. So I got all the tea for y'all that Miss Wanda spilled about the funeral, who showed up from the cast, who didn't show up from the cast, who some trifling ass bitches from hell, girl. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. So welcome back and happy Friday, bitch. Exactly, we made it. Drink you something. And thank y'all for tuning in on a Friday night. I said I was gonna finish off the week strong because I know I've been doing my little lunchtime shit, but I'm back at home now. So I was like, let me come talk a little shit before I go out and get a little ratchet. Did y'all know y'all best friend from St. Louis get ratchet from time to time? Exactly. I try not to. But y'all know I had a long week. My damn motherboard was fucked up. It was a bunch of shit that happened. Just know that I had a piece of an edible, a little piece, and I'm drinking me some little Pinot Grigio. So, but y'all know what? Y'all know I got high blood pressure. So tell me if y'all have high blood pressure and y'all drink alcohol, what's the best alcohol to drink? Even though you're not supposed to be drinking the damn alcohol. Exactly. Anyway, so get y'all a little drink like me, because we finna talk a little shit. Okay? We finna talk about who pissed y'all off the most this week. We finna recap all of this motherfucking drama. Talk about what the fuck y'all think about some shit, and y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck I think about some shit, because that's what the fuck I do. Anyway, so first we'll talk about. I'll tell y'all what the fuck happened on Miss Wanda Live, what she had to say about Keke, the funeral, the cast, who came, who didn't came, who sent something, who didn't send nothing. Then we're gonna talk about the preview clips. You know, they dropped the preview clips from the episode that's coming out on Saturday. And then just talk about some other little hot topics. Portia and Simon going back and forth with erectile dysfunction. Fallon talking about Portia, you a licensed prostitute ass bitch from hell. And then Jonathan Majors, the Michael Ealy shit, whatever, child. So let's just get started. So before I tell y'all the nitty gritty, so Wanda literally just went live at like 5 o'clock. It's like 6 o'clock when I'm recording this, probably be 7 o'clock when I upload it. So she had just said this. I need to get into it. I'm going on a date tonight, y'all, and I'll tell y'all about the date tomorrow. Fuck me. Let's talk about what the fuck going on. So outside of the cash shit and what that got to do with Kiki's funeral arrangements and all of the drama that, transpired with that, I took a few hood notes about the ghetto shit that happened within the family. So I don't know about y'all, but every time somebody passed in my family, it always ended up being some ghetto shit. For some reason, funerals bring out the worst in black families. I don't fucking know why when we already grieving, but it is what it is. So first, I'm just gonna read off what the fuck she was saying. Shout out to my subscriber that told me I need to take better notes because she's sick of my dirty ass. I got you, fool. Exactly. And my sticky notes match, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. First of all, Miss Wanda said she never met that nigga Ellis, the uncle who said that they wasn't invited to the funeral. She said she ain't never met this nigga a day in her motherfucking life. So, bitch, who the fuck is you to tell me that me and Tisha and them can't come to the motherfucking funeral, bitch? Because I never met you a day in my motherfucking life. That's just what Wanda said. She said she wasn't too much mad that he was talking about Wanda. And hold on, y'all. I think this. Hold on. Child, my loud ass air conditioner would kick on the second I come up in here and do this thing. Anyway, so back to my ghetto cliff notes from my Lotus notes from Wanda. So first of all, she said the uncle, she don't know this nigga, never met this nigga, never seen this nigga. She said she wasn't necessarily mad that he said that Tisha and Marsau and them couldn't come. She was mad that he said the whole Moore family, which includes her brother, And she was like, "Who the fuck is you, nigga? We never seen you. Who the fuck is you to come out and say some shit like that?" So she said numero uno. She was pissed about his dog ass. Then she said she told Marcellus they found out. She told her brother, and then she told the YouTuber who, Marcellus, I believe her name is, who initially told everybody that Keke had passed away. She also said that he didn't pay for a motherfucking thing. She said, "Bitch, who the fuck is you to say anything when you ain't pay for him? You ain't pay for shit, bitch." She said he ain't pay for the repast, he ain't pay for food. So, bitch, don't tell me nothing. And I don't know about y'all, but if you ain't pay for shit, shut the fuck up. And she said y'all wasn't doing nothing but being expectations. This not funny, but Wanda is funny. She ignorant, but she funny. I guess she was trying to say spectators. She was like, but y'all ain't nothing but some spectations. You fucking spectations. Anyway, and then she talking about, so I guess who came with Uncle Ellis was his sister, Keke Mama Constance. Is that her name? If I said her name wrong, somebody couldn't correct me in the comments. You know Wanda can't pronounce her words properly. So she was saying Constance. I don't know if it's constant, da da da, but she was referring to Keke Mama. And you know what's crazy is Wanda started going in on Keke Mama. She said that her mama or Constance, whoever she is, she said you ain't shit, you ain't been shit. She said the lady was in Keke passed on a Tuesday. She said she was in Bessemer for she didn't come to town until like Thursday or Friday. She said she was down in Bessemer, and when she asked her about why she wasn't in Huntsville, she said Keke dead. So it seemed like Keke was clocking the mama T, and she said she was gonna come back. So I'm assuming Keke gonna come back and talk a lot of shit about. I mean, Wanda gonna come back and talk a lot of shit about Constance because it seemed like she had a lot of ammo for Constance. So I'm not sure if Constance didn't really raise Keke and the daddy did, and that's Wanda's brother, and that's why she feels some type of way. Because I mean, I would too. My brothers got kids, and if they baby mama wasn't shit, I feel some type of way about them too. But that's just me. Yeah, hold on. Let me pat my face. When I be at home, I be under ultraviolet lights, child. I got that white Uncle Barbecue rag going on. Anyway, what else did she say? So Wanda also said that 3 weeks ago she talked to Keke. She said she talked to Keke on the phone. After that, she went and picked up the kids. She said she called Keke, see if she can come get the kids. She said she talked to Keke on the phone. She told her basically this some family shit. Families argue all the motherfucking time. And we go get past this shit. Now I'm just taking Wanda word for it. We don't know if it's true or not. But if it is true, I can respect that because I feel the same way. We family. Families gonna argue. Family go through the worst. To this day, I told y'all I want to whoop my cousin ass for fucking with that dude with the dreads. And I told my grandma, God rest her soul, before she passed, that I was gonna beat Kenya ass. And I still beat Kenya ass. But if something happened to her and you start talking shit, I might beat your ass. So I felt Wanda on that. Anyway, so she said she talked to Keke. She went and got the daughter, and she spent the whole day with the daughter and the rest of the kids. I'm assuming, like Tisha kids or Tisha brother kids that Wanda always keeping and shit. So I think the moral of the story is Wanda was trying to relate, like, I made my amends with Keke. Like, I didn't end, like, Keke didn't pass and me and her was on bad terms, which I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, that make her feel a little better. But she didn't say that Tisha mended things with Keke. So I don't know about that. Anyway, so she said she got the daughter for the day. She mended things. She said Amin, Keke's husband, know that, and the daughter. What else did she say? She said that Constance was the trash ass mama to Keke. Then she said she went to the funeral. She said, fuck what they talking about. If any motherfucker tell her that she can't go to no motherfucking funeral, she going wherever the fuck she want to go. Y'all remember when she came to Y'all remember on the show when she came to Jalen graduation party? Kimmy like, bitch, I ain't invite you. And Wanda was like, and what? And what, bitch? What the fuck did you say? Exactly. So we know that Wanda ain't scared to go some places that she not invited. So I'm not surprised that Wanda decided to go to the damn funeral. She also said that Tisha and them went to the funeral. They was on the obituary. She showed a picture of the obituary. She was also talking about her sister that passed, and she got really choked up. I felt sorry for Wanda. And even though I know a lot of people gonna be like, why is she on live telling all of her business? People grieve different ways. I don't fuck with Wanda like that on the show, and her vitriol that she spit against Melody and shit. I do think she be on her ignorant shit. But in this case, you can't tell another person how to grieve. If if it helps her to grieve to come online and talk mad shit, it is what it is. Some people do drugs. Some people have a lot of sex after they people pass away. I call it condolence coochie. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I had a family member who went on a sex spree. After somebody close to them passed away, and I dubbed the girl condolence coochie. Like, oh, you fucking with condolence coochie, because that's what she is. She gave her coochie out as a condolences, and it helped them get through. I don't know if it helped them in the long run, but in the short term, when you're going through that pain, it might help you get through it. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so what she did say, oh, she also said that she heard that they was just down there being messy. Y'all wasn't nothing but some spectators or some spectations. She said she heard that y'all cousin got cursed out on the Dawson side. So apparently Uncle Ellis and Constance, somebody at the funeral cursed the cousin out on the Dawson side. Kiki, I know we laughing because as black people, we laugh through tragedy. That's what we do. We eat at the repast, we eat good, we dance, we drink good, and we try to laugh through the pain. That's who we is. That's who we are as black people. So the fact that Wanda, in the midst of you going through this grief and pain, you took time out to say, "Yeah, I heard you cuss the cousins out on the Dawson side, bitch." Kiki, girl, your family down here acting a fool. That's why I might get cremated. Do y'all want a funeral? Tell me. I don't know if I want a funeral because I feel like my family gonna act a ass to fucking be on Facebook posting about who only brung sides to the repast, who didn't want to pay for the chicken and ribs and shit, and then my brother gonna end up having to curse y'all dumbass out because my brother is the only sensible one in my motherfucking family. So anyway, she said that the cousins got cursed out on the Dawson side by Uncle Ellis. And if y'all don't know who Uncle Ellis is, the Uncle Ellis is the uncle who been speaking out, who said that he didn't want anybody from the cast and Wanda and them at the funeral. So basically, Wanda was like, I don't know that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. I never met him. They didn't pay for shit. Constance was a badass mama, and they cussed the cousins out on the Dawson side. The cousin on the Dawson side. Tell me what the fuck happened. No, I don't want to know what the fuck. I don't want to know what the fuck happened. I hope Keke get. I'm glad she's laid to rest, and I wish they had just let this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring all of this mess. Let that lady rest in peace. Let her family be at peace. I guess Wanda just said, this shit ain't finna end without me telling what the fuck I think about some shit. And she was just saying that she was done with YouTube and she was done with all of the bullshit surrounding it, yada yada yada, which I felt her. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, I feel like she needs to take some time, just like Tisha. I really don't. I was wondering why Tisha and them didn't step out and say nothing about Funky, but we gonna talk about that. But in the bigger scheme of things, if you're going through some real shit, you don't need to be on these internet streets telling us. Because when real shit happen, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. When real shit happen, I'll post on the fucking YouTube and Instagram all day, a million memes, a million fucking videos and shit. But when real shit happen, who gives a fuck about the internet? However, come close, bitch. This was the real tea. And make sure y'all subscribe and like this video, especially, and I'm pre-gaming with y'all before I go on this date. Girl, so tell me why. Let me get a little time. So the date I'm going out with, y'all, I've been out with him before. He only 31. Don't judge me. Exactly. He looked like a young Blair Underwood. If y'all too young to know who Blair Underwood is, y'all need to Google him. Google him, bitch, and come back. Exactly. So if y'all know who Blair Underwood is, just know I'm going out with a younger version of him. I've been out with him before. I cursed him out before, but he came back. He bounced back like Teflon Don. So I like that in him. So am I gonna give him some Tootsie Cat? Not too fast, bitch. But I'll tell y'all later. Anyway, so I'm gonna get icy on my mind. Hold on, but this is what I was gonna tell y'all. This is what Wanda did say. Wanda said that everybody in the cast, everybody from the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast came except for two people. First, she was complaining about one cast member that called themselves her friend that didn't show up to the funeral. Then she was complaining about one content creator. She said this content creator accepted money on behalf of Keke, didn't give it because she wanted to come to the funeral, didn't come to the funeral, and didn't get her money to the family. She called her a fat bitch. She called her a fat bitch, and she also played a clip. I couldn't catch the voice. I have an inkling about who the voice is, but I don't want to be in no YouTube drama. That's not what the Lord wants for me. That's not my ministry. The Lord don't want YouTube drama for me. But drop down in the comments and tell me if y'all know exactly who she's talking about. If y'all seen her live or if y'all know exactly who she's talking about. She did an interview with Keke way back and she called herself Keke friend. And Wanda was saying, bitch, you using Keke because you collected some money from her, saying some money for her on your show, claiming that you was gonna come to the funeral and you never showed up. And then she dropped the cash app like you need to send it to the kids. And then there was a bunch of people in the comments saying, yeah, I thought the money was gonna go towards our kids. This is how I feel about that. You gotta be a dirty bitch. You gotta be a dirty bitch to collect some money on behalf of somebody that passed away and then not get that money to their kids. First of all, if I'm not your family or your friend, or I don't have full intentions on donating this money to the funeral services or her kids, because after the funeral, these people gotta live without their mama or their wife. So I don't know what content creator she talking about, but if all what Wanda's saying is true, that's kind of some dirty trifling shit. I would never do something like that. I don't know the circumstances around, what happened with that content creator, if she did collect the money. But that was the tea. Like she collected, I guess she said a little over $1,000, like $1,200, $1,300 or something like that. But she was mad at that content creator, and she said she was coming back on Sunday to do a live, and I guess blast her. Drop down in the comments. Tell me if y'all know who she was talking about. But don't be messy. Be slightly messy. You know what I'm saying? Be like don't be Friday messy. Be like a Tuesday Wednesday messy with it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. I do want to know. But I got an inkling, but I don't really know. But I do know that that's kind of foul. So back to what I said. So the one girl on the show that she said was a friend. First, she was saying that one of the girls who called herself a friend on the show didn't show up, but she made money off of her. So at the top of my mind, I was thinking she talking about Mel or Stormy. At first I was like, maybe she's talking about Destiny, but we know Destiny don't make no money. When did Destiny make money? She ain't making no money off her products. Do she make money off their podcast? Unless y'all be cash apping her on the podcast, I don't know. So I immediately thought she was talking about Stormy or Mel. Then later on, she said that everybody in the cast showed up except for two cast members, which that even sound like a motherfucking lie. Because then she said Stormy sent flowers, which would mean Stormy didn't show up, but Stormy sent flowers. The person she was talking about, she said they didn't send flowers, they didn't send money, they didn't send anything. Which if Wanda and them already kind of ostracized from the funeral from her family, you would know whether or not this person sent money. You know what I'm saying, to contribute to the services. I don't know, but like I said, she said Stormy sent flowers, and then Kimmy, she said Kimmy couldn't come because Kimmy had like a prior engagement or a conference or something. But she said her husband came, so Maurice came, but she said Kimmy didn't come. So when she said all of the cast members came except for two people, automatically I'm thinking you talking about Kimmy because you just said Kimmy ain't come, and then you talking about Stormy because you said Stormy sent flowers, so Stormy didn't come. But then she was like, her other so-called friend didn't show up, and I don't mention her name no more. Is you talking about Mel Ho? Is you? Cause I said I wasn't gonna be talking about you and I said I wasn't gonna be talking about you and Tisha, because you experiencing a great loss right now. But I know you're not talking about my bitch. So I don't know, y'all. If y'all went and looked at it, tell me what y'all think. I think she was alluding to Mel didn't go to the funeral. My question to y'all is, if she talking about Mel and Mel didn't go to the funeral, do y'all feel some type of way? Do y'all feel like Mel is wrong for not going to the funeral? So I when my grandmother passed away, I was iffy about going to her funeral. I literally had to call my mama best friend to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Because y'all know I'm a Scorpio. When it's hard for me to fake it. And I feel like it's disrespectful to go to somebody's funeral if you feel some type of way, or if you feel like you may be triggered and fuck up the services. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I felt some type of way, and on top of that, I felt like I may skull drag a few of my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I apologize, but you have to keep your feelings in check for certain things. So I'm not sure if she was talking about Stormy. She said somebody made money off of her though. So my whole thing is Mel hasn't posted. Mel hasn't posted since Keke passed. So Mel ain't made no money off her. She ain't made no discount code. She ain't, took up a collection or a GoFundMe or anything. So let me know who y'all think she's talking about. Because she said that two people didn't show up to Keke funeral who call themselves her friend. It's a female because she referenced them as a girl. I'm not sure. She's not talking about Kimmy. I'm not sure if she's talking about Stormy because she said Stormy sent flowers, and she's saying that this person didn't send anything and didn't contribute. Destiny, I know Destiny posted something on her page, but did Destiny make any money? I mean, this is more in line with Destiny's character. I don't know. And if Mel didn't show up, I can kind of see with her friction between, she was just talking about Sue and Wanda was just talking about her kids and shit. So I can kind of see, not wanting to go, even though you respect and love Keke. Maybe you didn't want to go to the funeral because you don't want to deal with that ignorant ass shit. And maybe it was too much. We don't know these people' mental state when they going through, death in their family. Anyway, so that's all, child. I'm done with it. Um, One other thing, she did say, she was like, when she was talking about the content creators, she said, "Oh, but y'all worried about what Funky Dineva said." Come on, say I'm a hoe, bitch. You ain't worried about what Funky Dineva said. That's what kind of threw me for a loop because Melody can say anything. Motherless daughters, even the fucking even the YouTubers she don't like, they can say anything, and Wanda is ready to jump down their throat. But you mean to tell me, Keke, the one that you love, in your family and stuff, Funky Dineva said all of that about your niece that just passed away, and you mean to tell me you ain't had no words? Bitch, when I tell you she ain't say a motherfucking thing about Funky Dineva, the only thing she said about Funky was, and y'all worried about Funky. Bitch, ain't you worried about Funky? If you claim you I ain't gonna say you claim. Let me step it back. Let me bring it back. I don't want to curse the motherfucker out. I gotta stay in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I don't want to end up cursing this nigga out on some miscellaneous. He get a miscellaneous cursing out. The moral of the story is, like I said before, I'm shocked that Marsau and Tisha haven't said anything about what Funky said. As my friend, if somebody in my family passed away, families argue all the time. But if an outsider say something, I'm gonna go ahead and check your motherfucking ass, especially if I know you and you was just down here in our bar hanging out. So the fact that Miss Wanda didn't say a motherfucking thing, because everything that she was saying about the family, the cast member that didn't show up, that ain't got shit on what Funky Dineva said. Funky Dineva basically said that she probably committed suicide and she, whatever happened to her, because she came. Y'all know what he said. Because if y'all don't know what he said, check out my video that I posted this week on my lunch break on Tuesday or Wednesday. So it's still odd to me, and I noticed a lot of y'all was in my comments saying that Tisha, Marsau, and Miss Wanda. I should have put this in my wine glass. I feel crazy drinking this wine out of my mug. Anyway, so the moral of the story is, I noticed a lot of y'all was in the comments saying that Tisha and Marsau and Wanda and them put Funky up to say that shit. And at first, I was thinking, like, I don't think they could be that evil. Mind you, I got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to think that people could be that mean and evil or say some shit like that. But the fact that they haven't said anything, and the fact that Wanda came on her talking about everybody except for your friend who just said that your niece who just passed did all of this shit and he don't feel no type of way. Bitch, why don't you feel no type of way? You should feel some type of way. Just like you feel some type of way about Constance and Uncle Ellis and the cast member that didn't show up, baby, that cast member that didn't show up, that's not your motherfucking friend. That's not your friend, and they made it clear, and you made it clear that's not your fucking friend. However, that other person who was talking cash money shit about your niece who just passed away, that's your fucking friend. So if I'm you, I'm cursing my motherfucking friend out because you're supposed to be loyal to me. And how dare you go on there with that big ass platform that you have and talk down on my friend like that? I mean, talk down, not my friend, my family. Oh no, y'all. But y'all know I like Funky. I'ma still watch his show. He just said some fucked up shit that I didn't like. But it's I don't know. It made me wonder. It's gonna be trouble, trouble. It's gonna be trouble if we find out that Wanda and Tish and them support what Funky said about Keke. And if they family ain't came out and said nothing, but y'all the one that's close to him, so y'all should have said something. Y'all should have checked him. Maybe they checked him behind the closed doors. Bitch, we don't know. Anyway, so fuck all that. Let's talk about the clips. Let's talk about the clips that dropped about the new episode that's coming out tomorrow. So they dropped three clips for the new episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Are y'all still on a blackout or are y'all gonna watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? And back to the Wanda thing. Did y'all watch the live? What y'all think? Who was the content creator she was talking about? Who is the cast member y'all think she was talking about? Do y'all think it was Nell, Stormy, Destiny? Who was it, child? It's like Blue's Clues. And I do want to know if y'all think they behind the whole Funky comment and why they ain't said shit about Funky. Like, why haven't they clowned him for talking bad about Keke? I don't know. Anyway, so they dropped three clips, right? So one of the clips is Marsau talking to Marquez. Marquez is Trisha's husband. Trisha's husband that left her, and now she fucked with Ken. I gotta make this quick, okay? Because it's already at 30 minutes. I didn't talk too much shit about Wanda, child. I need the story. Yeah, exactly. I need to get my life together. They also dropped a clip of Trisha talking to Marquez, and then they dropped a clip of Nell talking to Nell about what the tea was about therapy and shit. So let's talk about Marsau and Marquez. I love this clip. I loved it. I think I talked about it in my last video. I love this is what I want to see. I've been saying this. I want to see black men checking black men because you can see Marsau was really serious with this man when he was talking about he left the household. I guess him and Trish, they got into it. Da da da. This motherfucker left Huntsville and went to Atlanta with all the big booty hoes and the gay men and a DL man. And then he was like, "Yeah, it hurts me to see him at their graduation or taking him to." And Marcel was like, "Essentially, you left your wife to be a single mom. When you left her, you left your wife." I don't know why dudes don't understand it. Baby, if you leave your family includes your kids. If your wife is in distress, if she's hungry, if she don't have no car, bitch, your kids are in distress. They don't. That's why I ain't having no kids by these niggas. I apologize. And the ladies who do, God bless y'all single mamas. God bless you, girl. Because men with that thought process, something is wrong with you. When you was a child, if y'all didn't have that much food, don't you remember we had to eat pancakes for dinner? Exactly. When your mama stressed out, the kids are stressed out. So I hate it when men think that they can do things to the mama and oh well, I ain't wanna lead the kids. I ain't wanna affect the kids. How? How if you do something to the mama that's gonna affect the kids. So he was acting really oblivious. I like the fact that Marcel had his serious face on with him. I want to see the rest of the conversation. I hope Marceau hold his feet to the fire because regardless of Marceau being a cheating ass dog ass nigga, allegedly with big hips and a bald head. I didn't say I'm just being observatory. I'm just conducting observations. Exactly. I like the fact that Marceau he can speak that to him because regardless of what Marceau did and whatever him and Tisha went through, he stood there and he stood there with his kids. His kids can't say that daddy wasn't in the house. His kids can't say that, hey, even though Marceau ain't playing maybe I don't know. They say Tisha's a single mama with a father in the house. However, we know Marquez ass went to Atlanta and now somebody else started. So then cut to the scene with him and Trisha. He like, um, I hate seeing dude in the house and taking care of my kids. So I wonder, is that house because they got a nice house? Did y'all see that big ass house in the last episode? So did Ken move in the house that Marquez and Trisha was living in? Or did Trisha move in the house that Ken was in? Who owned the house? But he said he hate to see Ken. Bitch, what did you think was gonna happen when you decided to frolic your happy ass, when you decided to leave when times got tough and frolic your ass down to Atlanta and live your best life in Atlanta? This motherfucker probably popping bottles at brunch, fucking with hoes with BBLs, Gucci belts on and everything. Did you think that Trisha was just gonna be in the house sad, lonely, and depressed? Why do men think that because your ass left, I'm supposed to be in the house sad and depressed as if I can't get another man to come be a stepdaddy? Shout out to my single mamas because I feel like a lot of men, they be feeling like you a single mama and that. It's so many men who love to be stepdaddies. I ain't even got kids, but I think some of the men I talk to, they would prefer if I had kids. They like going into a ready-made home. So you thought that Trisha was just gonna be sad. You left her to be sad and alone in the house, taking care of them damn kids by herself. And now you feel some type of way because another man stepped up and taking care of your kids, going to graduations, taking them to practice and shit. Before we saw Marquez, we thought, ooh, Marquez fine, Marquez fine. That just goes to show you looks ain't everything. Looks ain't everything because now you look ugly. Now you look like a bum ass nigga who left his family and went to Atlanta. Get this bald head nigga. What is up with all of these bald headed ass punk ass dudes down in Huntsville. First of all, y'all can't grow no hair. Y'all ain't hooked up with Stormy. Y'all ain't got no hair care products down there. We know Madani clothes. But why is it that all of the bitch ass niggas from Huntsville are bald head? Trisha, even though I don't like your slow talking ass bitch, I'm glad you left him. Even if you fucking Martell, bitch, I'm glad you did something. And I hope you not wanting to fuck with Martell because Marquez look just as slow as Martell. It looked like they two peas in the pod. Your best bet is to go with Ken. Why somebody commented and said Ken should hook up with Destiny? My subscriber who said Ken should hook up with Destiny, girl, drop down and tell us why you think Destiny should fuck with Ken. Do y'all think that'll be a good match? Cause y'all know Destiny needs something. Bitch, you need a storyline somehow in some way. Cause after that Sunny interview, ho, we is not checking for you. The people is checking for Sunny. Check my comments on the last video. Y'all said, fuck if she did steal Destiny, man. We like Sunny because she'll go get her and she likable. Yeah, I am like 70% on Sunny's side. But that 30%, that Scorpio in me, I cannot forgive and trust this bitch after she stole her man. I'm sorry. So for all the people who are Team Sunny, which I might be a Sunny Delight, I commented she needs to call the Sunny fans a Sunny Delight. I'm low key on Sunny side. I might be 1 foot in on being a Sunny Delight, but I wouldn't let that bitch around my man. I wouldn't even let that bitch double date with me and my date tonight. You think you finna get my little young Blair Underwood, bitch? I will dot your eye. I will dot your motherfucking eye, bitch, and it'll show up because you like me. Shout out to my light skinned girls. If I was y'all, I'd disown her. Tell me if you drop down in the comments if you are a Sunny Delight, if you fuck with Sunny over Destiny, because y'all know y'all don't like Destiny, motherfucking ass. Bitch, you like Sunny enough to let her in your house? Do you like Sunny enough to let her have dinner? It's you, your husband, and then Sunny. And you gotta go get something out the car that you left. Maybe you left a bottle of wine in the car. Do you trust Sunny enough to take your ass out to the car and leave your man at the table with Sunny while you go get the wine out the car? Bitch, tell me something. Tell your best friend from St. Louis something, bitch. How much do you trust Sunny? I know we don't like Destiny, but let's get down to the bottom of it. Do we trust Sunny ass? Because I just feel like Sunny just a likable, smart bitch that I like, and she's selling me a story and I'm buying it. And I don't like to be bamboozled. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, so in the other clip, we see Nell and Mel sitting down talking. It looked like they like on a park bench. And they talking about Neil, I guess Neil telling her about what happened with the kids and shit and how they going to therapy. So we gonna see her going to therapy. Is it Dr. Francis, y'all? The black older man doctor, psychiatrist. Anyway, so she's telling Mel about, how they want her to go to go to a therapy session, yada yada yada. And Mel is like, well, it seems like he's the good cop and you the bad cop. And that's exactly what it is because you see Lance Fletcher in another clip saying that he'll continue going to Chris and not go to Miss Neal because Miss Neal, you don't listen to what the fuck they saying. You busy on your I told y'all motherfucking ass. And black women, we can't always be like this. That's me off there whining at Reposado, but we can't be like that. You gotta be soft to deal, to kind of, ease men out of their feelings. The moral of the story is, damn, I just so Neil was like, yeah, that's exactly how it is. Chris Fletcher is the good cop, and then Neil had to lay down the law. Hey, I gotta stop borrowing money from us. That was like the root of the problem. The kids borrowing a lot of money from them and shit. So Neil was basically Nell was basically saying, bitch, I'll be the bad cop, but they want me to go to therapy too. So Melody was trying to coach her in there, like, hey, you should try it. You know, you never know what's gonna happen, yada yada yada. And I thought it was cute that Mel actually has a friend on the show. And I thought that it was good that Miss Nell had somebody else to vent to. And it's funny that at the beginning, when we first was introduced to Miss Nell, she was counseling Mel and Martell. Now Mel is literally counseling you and Chris on how to navigate through your family and your kids. I like that. Y'all know I like the Fletchers. I fuck with the Fletchers. I feel like that's the only I feel like the Fletchers are the only authentic family vibes and drama that we're dealing with, because we've all dealt with like an overbearing mother, or like, a mother in a family that don't listen to your ass, might slap the taste out your motherfucking mouth. You want to be heard, but respect is a factor. So I think it's good that we're gonna see a black family sit down this episode, speak with a psychiatrist. Mel actually has a good friend, and then we got Marsau checking Marquez for leaving his family, and now you mad that another man did stepped up. I like Ken. And if Stormy leaving, I hate to see Courtney go, because you can see that Courtney and Ken are cut from the same cloth, which is probably why they friends. Just like Martell and Marsau and Maurice are cool. Girl, speaking of the Scots, did I tell y'all I got into it with the other Scott brother in the comments on Instagram? I'll talk about that in my other video. Whole time I didn't even know it was him, child. The hillbilly, the one that just got married. Bitch, he was commenting on the motherfucking Instagram post or whatever. And then I seen a damn blue check, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And why is you saying this ignorant ass shit after I commented? You know what I'm saying? So I went and looked on his page. I was like, child. I was gonna delete the comment, but I left it there. Let it stand, because I ain't gonna argue with your ass. You know what I said? What the fuck I said. Exactly. Needing leaks my friend in my head, bitch. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna get on the new episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think Marquez gonna give. Are y'all here for it? Are y'all even here for this upcoming storyline? I ain't gonna lie, I was a little salty that they didn't give Keke her proper memorial or like time on the last episode. I wonder if they're gonna feature Tisha and Marsau on this episode. Tell me what y'all think. I'll be here Saturday night or Sunday morning. I don't know. I might Saturday, Sunday, or I may do it Monday on my lunch break or whatever. We'll talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and what the fuck had happened. But I'm about to get out of here. Exactly. It was fun with y'all on a Friday night. I gotta go get dressed. I was gonna wear this shirt with like some little get thick leggings or like a little mini skirt. But I don't like how this like I'm self conscious about my fat arms, and I don't like how the arms be like that. And I feel like the arms is a little manly for a Friday night. So I think I'm gonna go for my old faithful satin crop top. Y'all know how I bitch do. And give a little sexy, give a little something for the boys. Exactly. For some reason, they love a plus size girl with a little belly button showing. My plus size girls, don't be afraid to show your belly button. Please don't. They love it. And the ones who don't love it, fuck them. But the motherfucker you with, they love it. Exactly. So anyway, I was gonna talk about Portia and Simon. We talked about that earlier this week. Portia been saying that Simon have erectile dysfunction, child. It is what it is. Phaedra may be back. Kenya was out there twirling at Sally's beauty, trying to prove that her shit is in stores. But bitch, we don't give a fuck. You ain't on Real Housewives of Atlanta, bitch. Is your salon doing numbers? Anybody got their hair done at Kenya's salon? If you did, bitch, tell me all about it. Let me see your silk press, bitch. If your silk press look better than this, I want to know. Anyway, so that's all I got. Tell me what y'all think about Wanda live, all of the shit, all the tea she was dishing about Keke. May she rest in peace. Or we gonna let her rest in peace and stop talking about her even though I'm talking about her, but I wanted to see what the fuck Wanda had to say. Because at this point, Wanda, we know she ignorant. We know she gonna say some off the wall shit. But I want to know what content creator she was talking about, and I do want to know what cast member she was talking about. And is this gonna get covered on the show? Carlos King, I don't think you should cover this on the show because I think it'll be just tasteful. Exactly. Anyway, so I'm out. Y'all have a great weekend. Y'all have a good Friday night. I don't know if it's gonna be fried foods Friday, whether y'all just gonna fry y'all up some chicken or a good ass pork chop, watch you a good ass show. If you go watch you a good ass show, drop in the comments. Tell me what the fuck show to watch. Just in case I curse this nigga out and come home early. Or I don't know if it's gonna be a Freaky Friday for y'all. So you know, because the freaks come out at night, and I don't know whether I want to be a fried food type of Friday bitch or a freaky type of Friday bitch. Like it could go either way. He fine, child, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it was nice talking to y'all. Make sure y'all have a good ass night. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video. And bitch, even though I'm gonna be out, I'm trying to snickle in and giggle. So make sure y'all comment and tell me what the fuck y'all think so we can comment and talk about this shit. Y'all know I comment on everything. Anyway, y'all have a good night. And girl, tell me why I'm almost done with this bottle of wine. Pray I don't curse this nigga out or end up giving up the coochie when the coochie is unwarranted. Oh my God. Anyway, disregard me. Y'all have a good night. Bye, girl.